Let the Daf Kavigimel open. We take Sharik Dusha, Daf Yud Aleph. So what we studied the last time, we know that the man is composed with a inner side called soul and the external side called guf. The inner side, we called it nefesh sikhli. Nefesh sikhli. It's written in the last page we wrote last time. We said that in that nefesh, what do you have inside? The power of doing the Torah, mitzvot. So what do you have inside? Yud K, Vav K. But when Adam met the sin, and from the heads, everything was mixed from good and bad. So what is the bad of the inner soul? It's 4 klipots. In this book, it's not written, but the 4 klipot are klipat noga, klipat esh mitlakachat, anan gadol, and ruach seara.
This is Lashon from Yechezkel?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one other place, isn't there, that they take the 4, there's another Lashon? Is there another Navi or some other place in Tanakh that we find?
Yeah, the Yeshaya.
Okay.
There are the 4 klipot. So for the 4 klipot, every time you have some nezek or if you have some damage, it's always based on 4. Arba avot mezikim, Baba Batra, or Arba marot, the 4 color of the leprosy. Every time you have 4, where they are from, here. You get it. The body also, the good aspect of the body is Esh, fire, Maim, water, Ruach, wind, and Afar, earth. This is the 4 elements that was used to create the body. What is the bad aspect? Because everything is mixed, it's 4 colors. Red, green, black, and white. This is the last diagram we have. Now let's start the text. Daf Yud Aleph here. Sha'ar Hasheni said, Eine Inyan Amidot. So let's talk about the midot, the values, human values. I said, Em mutbaot be'adar benefesh hashfela anikra yesodi. He said, you have one level of soul, but we didn't know till yet. It's called yesodi. He said, they are the place where the midot are rooted. I go again. Please be focused, guys, because this is the thing you will have maybe to repeat the most all your life with your students. So what's happened? He said, now, when it comes about the midot, he said the midot are not here. Here is the place of the mitzvot. Right. If they were the midot, he said you have a second level of soul, and that level is the place where the midot are built. Is here. He called this nefesh shfela. It means that this nefesh is, in terms of quality, lower than this one. And we call it nefesh yesodi.
Is that the term for the term that Hasidim use like for nefesh abami?
No. The Sfagam nefesh abami is the Yetzer Hara. Yeah, I'll tell you a bit. I say nefesh abami, this is the nefesh that brings you to make sins.
What is that?
It's the ego.
Shabami.
So
One of the
animal,
classics of course is when you say nefesh abami, talk about nefesh which is gashmi'i, bringing you to make sins.
or animal instincts.
Anyone thinks.
But is it called? Would you call it Yitzhak? I mean, I understand what they say, but would you call that Yitzhak or just the physical aspect of a man? Would you call
I
that?
don't know, ask him. For us here, nefesh yesodi, it's not nefesh ba'ami. It's the nefesh where you have the midot, the values. So another situation here. He said this one is called nefesh shfela. Why? Because the midot, because this level, even if he seems to be outside, he says he's not inner. He is lower level than this the inner one called nefesh sikhli. And he said, הכללו מארבע בחינות, דומם, צומח, בעמית, ומדבר. You see, he put the בהמית inside. בהמית is only one aspect of nefesh היסודי. So it's depends. So what do you have in nefesh היסודי? Also 4 aspects. You have 4 aspects, good, 4 aspects bad. Just go, let's go get things in inner. כי גם הם מוחבות מטוב ורע. שטוב, נפש יסודי is mix of טוב and רע, good and bad. והנה הנפש הזה תלויות המידות הטובות והמידות הרעות. So where are the midot of the man? Not in the body. If you see some people's values, don't think that it's physical. No, it's not in the body, it's their soul. But where in the soul? Not the inner soul. The soul which is outside.
And how does this nefesh develop the midot? Like, is it from what he learns from parents, upbringing, or just maybe part of his kedusha just direct them this way?
You are bringing us in Hasidut. We are talking about Arba Avot Nezikim. You see, everything is mixed.
Right.
So, what is the origin of the bad aspect of nefesh? The sin of Adam.
Right.
When you talk about parents' behavior, it's in the nature of Adam, it's rooted. A man, when he's born, he need to work on himself. That's why this child that you talk about knows Torah and rabbis say, bring him in that place, and it's not normal. We need to work on our nature to get Kedusha. To get in with what works, something is off.
Really? I thought that was.
No, you have to be more. Even if you want to make parnasa, be here, you have an office just here. We have tables, coffee. Make office here, listen to the limud. Need more information. So what he's saying here, he said the nefesh habehemi, the nefesh habehemi. You see the mixing. The nefesh hayesodi.
I'm sorry.
The nefesh hayesodi is the nefesh where the midot are rooted. And this one don't have midot. So let's see. He said, ואין כיסא ויסוד שורש אל נפש העליון השכלי. He said, now they are the tools that this nefesh gonna use. For what? Look, השכלי, אשר הוא תלוי תרי"ג מצוות התורה כנזכר לעיל בשער הראשון. ולפיכך אין המידות בכלל לא תרי"ג מצוות. So I said, what's happened? He said, I will make it simple because I want to bring you in something which is on your level. If I think about a mitzvah and I don't do, did I do the mitzvah?
Some would argue yes, just for thinking about it.
No, say, I think about saying shakot.
No.
I say, Rabbi Akiva came and drink. Who get the mitzvah? Yeah, why? He did the action. So what's happened? To make a mitzvah, you need to connect the place of mitzvah with the body.
Right.
So where's the place of mitzvah? Nefesh?
Sikli.
Nefesh sikhli. Where's the place of action? The body, right? But who is in the middle?
The nefesh hayesodi.
The real estate agent, mitavech. So what's happened? He said, to make the mitzvah, nefesh sikhli need the body. But who is in the middle? Nefesh hayesodi, with the bad and good midot. If you get this, we'll understand what he's saying now. He said, Omnam, אין הכוונה דקרות אלא תרי"ג מצוות העיקרות הוא בביטולם. יען, כי אין כוח בנפש השכלי. You don't have enough power in נפש השכלי, אין כוח נפש השכלי לקיים מצוות. You cannot use the body because it's too far. You have one entity, one structure in the middle. And who is the closest to the body? Nefesh HaYesodi. He said, based on that, the Nefesh HaShechli cannot make the mitzvah happen. Ela b'emsaut Nefesh HaYesodi. Only by using Nefesh HaYesodi. But if here I have bad midah, what's happened?
Nothing can happen.
Nothing can happen. What we're saying here, we are in opposite of all the Jewish world. People will tell you, you know what? It's not a problem. Do your mitzvah. Do. Be a doer. No matter what your state. We say no. I don't say no. They say no. Look, you say why? If this one has to be connected to that one to make the mitzvah, but this one is the middle is not fixed, what's happened?
It's going to pervert inside what's inside.
Let's take the word of the tzaddik. Ela b'emsaut הנפש היסודי. המחובר אל הגוף, because נפש היסודי is close to the גוף. זה כי נפש לבשר, דמו נפשו. ולפיכך עניין הדמות, המידות הרעות, קשים מן העבירות עצמן מאוד מאוד. Now it's killing us. You say why? What is the worst? To have bad midot or to make sins? Even if it's good.
To have bad midot. To make sin, you could always repent for them. If madman is who you are as an individual.
So what do you say? Make sins of it or bad midot?
To which worse? They have bad midot.
What do you say?
Make sense.
What do you say?
Makes sense.
What do you say? What is the worst? To make sins or to have bad midot?
What is the worst?
What's worse, to have bad midot or to make a sin? Multiple sins. I understand the midot is potential. The avera is a poa.
Yes.
It's
No, but
it damages the soul.
yeah, but the person who's good from very, very core, its core, like he could make a sin and he could work on fixing that thing. But if you have bad midot, you could make a ton of mitzvot. You know what I mean? It's just you just act putting blemish on yourself.
What do you say, Benjamin? What is the worst? To have bad values or to make mistakes, sins?
Bad values.
Bien, what do you say?
We put it that way, make mistakes.
Like, to bad midot.
Abi Carlos, what do you say?
Having bad midot.
Okay, let's see. He said, לפיכך, that's why, עניין המידות הרעות קשים. They are worst. מן העבירות עצמן, more than the sins. Why? Because if you have bad midot, like he said, Rabbi Zohar, even your action, what you do, nothing. Even if, let's say, you make sins, okay, you will try to fix, but fix and do what is the best to do. You say, okay, I make mistakes, I want to do tomorrow and do better. But even what you're going to do, you will not succeed. Why? Because the bad midot are here. They are playing a role of wall, giving a possibility to your inner soul to be connected to your body. It seems that the mitzvah is here, and from now, when we know what is the definition of lekayem mitzvah, it means to connect nefesh sikhli with the body. Yeah.
So when we do a vera, which level of the soul does it affect in this diagram?
It depends on Shana.
Avodah Zarah.
Because, for example, here, when you touch this is the what they call karet. Yes. That is karet when the tzaddik go out of your body.
Wouldn't that be worse than bad midot? If you have
I'm
karet?
going to explain why. That is karet. Bad midot is all your peula of kedusha. You empower the klipa. You make a mistake, okay. But he say you will make one mistake, maybe let's say one per month. But every day you say shakol. When you put tefillin, you put tzitzit, you go to the mikveh, you take Shabbat, 4 Shabbat per month. All the power of this, where it go? Klipa.
Question, Madam. What do you, okay, let's give a few definitions. What do we could categorize as bad midot? Like, you know, these 5
We're
things.
gonna come. We're gonna be. It will be the purpose of the limit. Don't worry.
Oh.
5 minutes we got it. ובזה תבין עניין מה שאמרו רבותינו של לברכה, כל הכועס כאילו עובר עבודה זרה. So now you will understand why the sage have specific words. Maseret Shabbat. Everyone who is in anger, it's like avodah zara, mamash.
Right.
Not only that, he move forward. It say also in Maseret Sotah. Everybody who was gasut ruah is like arrogant. Kofer ba'ikar. That's right. And say it's in many places like that where they talk about midot. It's a key להיות עיקרים ביסודי של נמעו בכלל תרי"ג מצוות ותעלויות הנפש השכלי ונמצא. So he said, what's happened? You don't see here mitzvot. He don't tell you that someone who don't keep Shabbat is kofar. It says karet. He's not giving you a statue of something. He's saying only about midot. Anger, this is why, now you understand? He says, ונמצא. כי יותר צריך להיזהר ממידות רעות, יותר מן הקיום המצוות. It's killing us. You say you have to be careful more about your midot than to run after to do the mitzvot.
One pasuk in Mishlei, I forgot, but the prophet Nadir, Zakir, I know. King Solomon in Mishlei, or Quran, it says, a good name is better than silver and gold. Does it refer to the same thing?
Yeah, you will have the answer of gold in 5 minutes. Yes, this is that. He said, look, this sentence you have to line it. Like I said, if you study Likutei Moharan, if you study Tanya, don't study the books that helps to build that, what do you understand? No. He said, it's better to fight, to build good midot than to run after to do. See why? He said, even positive or negative mitzvot, he said they are not on the scale at the same level as midot tovot. V'ki biyod bal midot tovot, because when you will be with midot tovot, benakel ekayem kol mitzvot. Easy, you will make all the mitzvot. Easy. Now I say, אז תבין גם דברים מתאימים שאמרו אבותינו, you will understand strange things that the sage have said, בעניין המידות, about the מידות. כי, he said, ענווה ושפלות מביא לידי רוע הקודש, say written. When you are ענב and שפלות, and like שפל רוע, like humble, you have רוע הקודש. And the Shekhinah is on you. Not only that, and you are Navi, what he's saying, he said, I only reveal myself to people who don't have kapdanut, not any feelings of revenge in that. You know, this man did with that. I will get it. This, you can do what you want, and your Navi cannot be. I come to meet you to see. People don't understand what the Navi. Let me see me, I do Shabbat. I put my pin every day. Why do you not come? Because this man who spit on your face before 1 year, you want always to give him one. C'est not only that. C'est כתוב כאמור אבות וזרעו, שכל שלחו מתם, ואיזה בת בין עולם הבא. It's a say, who is this man who is son of עולם הבא? Or what is עולם הבא? מקטיפים. נשמה. הוא זון עולם הבא? כל שהוא שפל, ברך וענווה. Everything was humble. So what brings you to lose the Tselem, the tzaddik, inside of you, the bad midot, not the sin. Because the sin basically is rooted on the bad midot. The way you are, the way you the value of your life are, is the way you're gonna build your behavior and the way you're gonna make your Torah. Build your Torah. You're gonna make your Torah. So I say, don't be focused on, no, how are you? We're gonna see. I'm just, for purpose, I'm not entering, but we're gonna see. Ve'omnam, and he said, put under your eyes these things and you will succeed. Bli safek. Here, that's Chaim. Will not will just keep it open to help you to connect with inner sound. Ashesh HaKadosh call it footnote. This one, he call it footnote.
With the eye. One is from
Not the goof, the Yesodi.
Yes, it is.
My wife listens to a rabbi that said if you change this, the one who changes the ayin to the aleph brings Mashiach.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you now why.
Yeah, have you heard of this man? There's a Rabbi Shlomo Yehuda?
Yeah.
The Yanuka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What is the secret? So now let's make the process. I'll make a resume for the newcomers. We said like this. We said we study first in Shama Mare Rajbi. We study why God is calling Noah, Avram, Shmuel. Why calling them 2 times? Say because we have 2 parts of souls called Neshama. One standing here, second going inside of us and being mixed with the Ruach. So when he says Noah, I say Noah, Moshe. It means that they are complete tzaddik. They have Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. And he said, now what's happened? Why the Reshaim were called them dead people? So because when you start to make sins, and we come to that book called Sha'ar Kedusha, sins is based on the bad values. We're going to explain in 5 minutes why. You start to lose the inner neshama, which is basically the tzaddik of Tselem. It goes down, and you're empty. What's happened now? The Tselem, which is external, start to be inner, enter. You have no Tselem as no Olam Haba, but you're still alive. He said that's why you see Reshaim, but still alive. They have a power of acting, eating, studying even sometimes. See where it comes from? Not from the original inner soul. It comes from the new inner soul, which is the Tselem. And he said when this man will also put that Tselem in the kingdom, passing through the legs, is done. That's why you have, Benata, can you put some water, please? That's why we all have that question of what should a man do if he's a real man on Hoshana Rabbah? Go out few minutes before the Shachar, see, if you see, you shadow. If you don't see, you shadow,
I did that.
God forbid, it's done.
In the morning, very morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Well, okay.
It means he's done, he's going to die, or he's done that tshuva is cut off for him, but maybe the klipa will feed him for some
You have to make a
Bechira
real
mission.
big tshuva. big tshuva.
No. So his tshuva is possible at this time.
Yeah,
but he has a chiv misa.
Of course,
Okay.
yes. And after he continue now, he said, ואומנם, שהדף י"ב, לא פעם, אומנם, כמו שבארבע יסודות גופניים הם שורשים שמהם נוצרו תרי"ג איבר הגוף, כמו כן נפשות ארבע יסודות האלו הם יסוד לכל מידות הטובות והרעות, אשר באמצעות יקוימום ויבטלו התורה והמצוות שהם תרי"ג מארבע אותיות הוויה כנזכר. והקיימים הם נפש שכלי, כלולה מארבע יסודות רוחניים, אשר משם הובצעו תרי"ג איברי הנפש ההיא. Et tout seul, hello maman. Hello maman. Tu vas aller manger tout seul?
Là, tout le monde.
Bah oui. Et ta copain de voir. Oui, mais ta copain de voir. Moi, je ne sais pas que tu marches tout seul. And he said, משם הובצעו תרי"ג איברי הנפש ההיא, והבן מאוד היסוד של קיום המצוות הם על ידי מידות הטובות שהם בהפכם. I say, I want you to understand that לקיים את המצווה, it's impossible if you don't have midot tovot. Because, because what? Because all the bad midot are blocking here, the connection between your nefesh, sikhli, and your body, which is nefesh yesodi, which is the guf. The guf, you have the hands, the power of actions. But every time you have something blocking, that's happened. You understand? So now, let's move to next page.
Sorry, let me just ask.
Yeah.
Does it become until the midos are fixed? Is it completely blocked, or is it on a spectrum that the more we fix the midos, then we start to access the neshama?
We're going to see it in the next chapter, not next page, but it's like this. When you fix your midot, you have good midot. Basically, what's going to happen, we're going to see it in the text after. This neshama will be transformed in kutnot or with aleph. So they will become one. So this one will not be in an aspect of blocking. It will be one with the inner, and you will just now have two aspects. Inner, which will be called or, connection with inner and yesodi and sikhli, and the guf. So now the question, all the purpose is, you have to fix that. So if I make a diagram before I go to the next one, because I want to give you the secret behind all that, it's like this. I have guf, and let's put also nefesh shechli. And now let's say we have here nefesh yesodi. In the guf, we know that, let's say the guf is like this, and the nefesh shechli is like this also, and the nefesh yesodi also like this. Cut in two. What are the two aspects? Good and bad. Tov, Ra. On the Tov of the body, what do I have? Do you remember? I have Esh, Maim, Ruach, and Afar. In the bad, I have red, atom, Arba Marot, four colors. Green, white,
Yellow.
Black.
black. So now what's happened? These are the builder of the bad midot. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one will be the builder of the good midot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's see them in details.
There's one more quick follow-up question.
Yeah.
So if our nefesh sichli is connected to our neshama, which is directly yudke vavke inside of us, and that's how we connect to the mitzvot, how could yudke vavke have a negative aspect? You split this into
Because
two.
everything is mixed. Here you have Yudke Vavke with the roots of the mitzvot, and in the other aspect you have Adam Bilian with the Arba Klipot Meot.
Okay.
So it means that everything is mixed. But what's happened here, when you have the Ratzon to do the mitzvah, you have earned. But what's happened when the Jewish don't do the mitzvot, you understand that inside of Nefesh Sichli is the Arba Klipot which are dominate. But the Ratzon of doing the mitzvah means that the Yudke Vavke ears is working. It's here. And basically, in some aspect, people say even in that level, it's positive always. But let's say we keep it simple at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say now I'm Daf Yud Dalet. Now it's gonna be serious. So I have to be focused, and after we jump in Etz Chaim to make this complete. Let's see what's happened. The connection between the 4 elements and the color and the midot. You have to know that the 4 levels of midot ra'ot are connected to the 4 levels of nefesh hayesodi. On the bitzadara, on the bad aspect, והקליפות אשר בה, ולכן כל מידות רעות נחלקות ל4 מיני וזה. Very starting. He said all the midot ra'ot will have a logical. We'll find them easily. So first of all, from the Yesod HaEsh. So we are here, the fire. So if I'm going to talk about the bad midot, what is the bad of the fire? Adon, let's see. See, from the fire, from the Yesod HaEsh, ממנו נמשך גאווה. What do you say, גאווה? Arrogance. גאווה. נקרא גסות הרוע להיותו היסוד הקל וגבוה מכולם. So even if it's something not material, גאווה, it is the eye. It's the eye, גאווה.
So he's saying then the Kaseh Shoresh is Gaiva.
Yeah. It will say more. It said they're the same.
Oh, they're the same. Okay.
It said, בכללו, הכעס, גאווה and כעס, anger. So mixing the language is good.
That's why people's faces turn red when they're angry.
See why do you have the same? You say, כי מפני הגאווה מתכעס האדם. It's only because you are arrogant that you become that you have anger. I think small words, but it's going straight. See, because of you are arrogant, because you have anger. See why? שאין עושים את רצונו, because people don't do what you want. I want this, you want people to do that one. I expect you to do this, and I wait, you don't do, I'm cuss.
Even Moshe?
Huh?
Even Moshe?
Yeah.
Because it said the Torah says he was angry.
Yeah, God told him I was unhappy of your behavior, talking in that way to people. They say don't look too far. When you see a man with anger, what's happened? Arrogant. When you see a man arrogant, what's happened? He has anger. First reason why? Because he don't accept that people don't do what he wants. ואילו היה שפל רוח, מכיר את חסכונו, לא היה מתכעס קל. If he was humble, he will see that also he has problem. Will not be in the level of ka'as. So no matter what reason you're going to find, guys. Now this man came here, just scream on us and they said bad words. And I give him, what? Because you are too arrogant and you don't accept that someone can say about you something you not consider as being you. Claro, ונמצא כי גאווה וכעס מידת אחד הם, כי גאווה and כעס is the same. The same. So how can you vote for someone who is arrogant, guys?
I'm sure.
Politics brackets.
I
closed.
just can't vote for the half-dead guy. I'm sorry, Rabbi.
I think they released something with a whole list of Rebbeim who basically advise people to vote for Trump.
If I was a rabbi, I would not take this risk.
Even if he was like good for the Jewish people.
I think I will not. We cannot handle Jewish people as good as God is himself. People always think that God needs help to make things. And sometimes, it's like when you have something to do and someone to help you. So ask me help you. It's okay, just bring me that here. Why you put everything on the floor? Say, don't help me, let me do.
Do you hold that he's the Tov Shel Be'esav?
What?
That Tov Shel Be'esav? That's
what I told you, this rabbi in America.
Yeah,
He's saying he's the Tov Sheba Esav.
Yeah.
He talks him up so much, but I said the
Yeah.
diuk is on the wrong word. He's saying he's the Tov Sheba Esav. You should say he's the Tov Sheba Esav. He's Esav.
But we talk
At
about
the end of the day, he's Esav.
You have Sefer Likutim. Ari HaKadosh said, read the first page. He says, sometimes a clipper can be really beautiful. Look at the clip of the rose. Wow, it's like this, we have this. At the end of the day, it's a clipper. So what I said is, I will be able to go straight to the Tov Sheba Esav if you can tell me what is the Tov Sheba Yehudi. Yaakov. And when you know exactly this, you will arrive to that stuff. But you don't want to see what the Tov Sheba Yaakov because it's too hard. And what you do, you satisfy yourself with the Tov, which is Esav. What? A man.
That would be Mashiach, no?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. A man who is arrogant. Rabbi Akiva is telling, Rabbi Chaim is saying us something, even he's talking about Jewish, but you have to get it. It's science. Do we have non-Jewish being humble? Yes. I don't know. I'm giving just you said that. You are at that point. I can say my mother, she's non-Jewish. She's humble. I can say it.
He said one of the most arrogant things I've ever heard when someone asked him about his faith in God. He said, do you ever ask for forgiveness? And he said, no, I don't. I try to live my life so that I don't need forgiveness. You're not like, whoa. But he plays the game of God because his base is the evangelicals. And
no, because they tell him you're the Mashiach. I know.
They tell them that straight up.
Of course. I know.
Jews or
Both.
Both.
I know one Congolese woman, she's a pastor. And she's basically that pastor who prayed for him in the just before I was elected.
They all put their hands on him.
She was praying.
Oh, she was in there?
Yeah.
She was in the group?
A good friend of our family.
Okay.
And she said, you know what? He's the Savior. Oh.
It's creepy.
You believe that? Why do you think he do all this thing for the new signing with the Arab country?
The Abraham Accords.
What's your saying? You think he's Mashiach? I think.
Well, there's a rabbi saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Just when he says Sheba Esav, I'm sorry, that's a nuance that most Gentiles are not going to understand.
Yeah.
They said he's Mashiach. Right
Yeah.
there, Rabbi, Lam Kippah.
Yeah.
He learned under Rabbi Moshe Feinstein.
Because we don't know about this.
Someone said Gandhi is Mashiach Sheba Esav.
No, we're talking about Trump.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah.
Maybe according to like the generation, like a leader is appointed for like a generation. So if you look at the generation, it's I guess you can say it's the appropriate.
Yeah. Yes, but we have to keep in mind that Jewish, to be elected, it's a obligation of excellence. Don't bring down your level. We see now, let's see, even in the secular world, you see the president of this generation, you cannot compare them with the president before 60 years. It's different. You see, no, even Chirac, yeah,
They wore a hat. They were dignified.
look, look Roosevelt, look De Gaulle. That's something like in Hebrew would say atiluti, something atilut on them like this. You know where upon the masses.
Prestige.
Yes, you use words. You don't talk. You don't. When you use a word, you know your words is full of respect. You don't insult bad people. They are wow. Now you see, even in France, Sarkozy just says citizen, they vote for you. I will give you. Don't worry. I'm coming, making nails against you. What they're talking? Whose language?
Sarkozy.
Yeah. So now say, be careful about cars. As they what happened? Say both of them they have 3 children, Gava and Kaas. First of all, Kapdanut, revenge feelings. Say, you did me that. You know what? Those people, I will not forgive you. Okay, this is Kapdanut. Not only that, people say, no, you know what? Because you did me that, I will give you back. Mida can make it Mida. They took some love, they played on the Christonaut.
I'm heading out.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
We might come.
Yeah, no problem. After I said, why is he got this feeling of revenge? Because Belibo ki lule gava lo aya makpit. It's because you have gava inside of you that you want to take revenge. Don't forget easily what people said to you. Don't forgive. נעשה בקניין שביארנו בעניין הכעס ובקשת שכרה. Second thing is בקשת שכרה וכבוד. People, they want honor. When you arrive in a place, you wanted to stand. No, when I entered last time, you didn't say hello to me. I'm older than I'm the eldest. Stand up when I come. Or you want now to show authority. And I say, be careful. All these, it says Toladot. It comes from Gava and Kaas. And as I said, the third one is Sina, hatred. Be careful. People say, I'm not obliged to love everybody. Okay, I can understand. But you're not obliged to build hatred on someone. Even this one who made the worst things. If we talk like this in a regular show of Musa, what you may talk or say about me, yes, it's good, but this is not life. Life is different. But now, why is clever? He trapped you. He said, you know what? If you don't take this off, you meet what? 0. You look at your bag of mitzvot you did today, 0. Why? Because everything you brought from here, from the 613 mitzvot, wanted to bring them here in the action, no pace, no pass. Why? Because of what is here. So it's worth it to work on that. It's not only values, it's a concrete situation to bring mitzvot, the kiyum mitzvot. This is the fire. After second one, ruach. Ruach. So what's come from ruach? What's come from ruach? נמשך הדיבור הנקרא שיחה בטלה. לדבר שאין, לדברים שאין להם צורך כלל נפשים רוחניים. You talk for nothing. Just talk. And what you bring in your discussion, they are not a necessity. They are not important for your soul or even not for your body. Talk. And I say, לתולדותיה ארבע. What are the 4 elements? coming out from that speaking for nothing. Says like this. The first one, לדבר חנף. חנף in the, when you make a flattery. Flattery.
I know. Flattery.
You don't say the truth. Basically, you are playing with people because you want to get something from them. You know that this man, when I will say, you know, it's amazing the show you did yesterday. Please, can you make me a shoe? What did you do? You used this flattery to bring me like in a place where I will say yes. So this is ruach.
So if the dibur is like zera, then diburim betelim is like zera levatala, and the flattery is like going after pleasure because you're trying to get from the other person.
After said, second one, shkarim, lie. You're so shaky. So when it's gonna finish? You lie. You lie because you want something. You lie. And that even sometimes for no purpose, any purpose. You could have said the truth. You say, shalom, Rabbi Akiva, where are you? You are coming, I'm waiting for you. Yes, Rabbi, I'm in 5 minutes. You just go out from your place. I'm coming, I'm nearby. I'm coming, I will be there. I'm in the bus. You just closing the door of your house. Why do you need to lie? Say the truth. Say, no, you know what, Rabbi? Sorry, very much sorry. I wake up late. I will be here sooner. I'll do my best. Sorry, very much sorry. I missed up. Why do you need to lie? So when sometimes lying coming naturally for you, and your instincts, be careful. You tell him it's going down. Fight it back. Be real. Don't lie. Even people say, no, you know what? Aaron Cohen was lying for purpose of shalom. Who told he was lying? He was saying the truth that you know that you will understand it in another way because you don't know Torah. God is telling you something. Online, you cannot build something like shalom. It's impossible. Third one, lashon hara. You start to bring many things. This man is like this man is like this. That's why I don't understand the system of, you know what? There's two aspects. There's lashon hara and mitzvah lashon hara. For example, lashon hara, what I think is strange. People are here. You have someone who want to shidur, someone going to shiva. They call every places. They make an agenda for you. Who is he? What is he doing? What's the purpose? This man, when you saw him, you feel there's the danger. Okay, I can understand you want to make your feeling more smooth, but why you call him there? Or people say, okay, you know what? Oh, the shidur was good, but let me check. Let's start. Okay, where is it? Why do you say that? But where it's a mitzvah lashon hara, let's say, I know that this cup is really danger. And I saw Rabbi Zohar, I start to take that cup. I said, Rabbi Zohar, you know what? Be careful. Cup, I know that cup. I also used it before 1 year. This happened to me. I'm not saying, I'm not giving you information, not to make you like a blind in front of that people, when they are building lashon hara, they are trapped here in the bad aspect of ruach. The third and the last one is legalot shvaro lebriot ולהתגדל בפניהם. Fourth one is to reveal your action to people to show them that you are something. You know what? I did that. I don't like to say that it was me. I was there when Trump was coming. I made him enter the whole city. What do you say? Don't say. Don't reveal what are your actions, because after we're gonna see it, you lose by the zchut of your action, and not only that, you made this another. This is ruach. Now we go to the mind, to the water. Mind is ממנו תאוות התענוגים. Pleasure. Pleasure, 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 pleasure. כי כן המים מצריכים כל מיני תענוגים ותענותיהם שתיים. So because why mind is connected to the pleasure? Because mind is not when you put water on you. It's something pleasure like this. You know, you have, even if you see the deep depth water, you have life inside water. Many things. You have plants, you have animals, you have stones, you have life. You say, you are looking for pleasure. One pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. In which aspect? Say two aspects. Stein. Chemda. Desire. So the desire, לגזול ממון חברו ואשתו וכל אשר לו. You say you want to steal the money of your friend and also his wife. It's, oh, it's too far. It's going too far like this. Let's make it simple. No one and off, just example. You receive invitation for Shabbat. Someone people. But before that, one question. What do you consider like Avera? If something is in my head, but no actions happens, is it an Avera? Yes.
It depends. It depends on which
what's your two opinions?
In certain sins, coveting. But I also remember hearing something that says that one isn't judged necessarily for thoughts until it comes out into action. But certain sins, idolatry, and I think most things that are sex related. So yeah.
Benjamin, the other question. If I think about doing something wrong or bad, but I just thought, don't brought it to actions. No. So is it a sin or not?
Maybe it depends if it's something that just pops into your mind like machshavos versus if you start entertaining, you keep entertaining the thought.
Yeah. But okay, what? You have the same opinion like Rabbi Akiva. You say the same thing. We're gonna see what thing Rabbi Akiva.
In the thought, you have the thought of the thought, the book of the thought, and the action of the thought. So by thinking, you're doing an action as well. It is not a physical action.
I got your opinion. You say it's a sin. Rabbi Benjamin, what do you say?
I think it's a sin.
Rabbi El-Natan Hanan.
Rabbi, you taught me 3 loves. So I want to believe with this song.
Rabbi Yoshiao.
Yes, and sometimes worse than the action.
Yes.
Rabbi Shlomo.
Speech and action.
It's like this. In the book of Tikkunim, even the book of Hashash, this one. Yeah. Rouge. In the book of Hashash, about the Tikkunim, where you bring all the Tikkunim, you have Tikkun Machshavot. Most of the place, people say, you know what, if he stand here, don't bring the action, no problem. And HaKadosh, he said it worst. While the Machshavot is in the higher place. So when you make a damage here, it was done to bring damage in something which is in the last level. And they said, based on that, in your thought, if you have bad intention, you have to fix them also because, like he said, you have the action of thought, the thought of thought, and the dibur of thought. And also in the word of action, you have the thought of action, the dibur of action, and the action of action. So you do have action at every level of the 3. Like he said, Rabbi Zohar. So it means that when you think, you did an action. In another level, in another way, but you did. So you are a guest on Shabbat. You are sitting. You have this, let's say, this man. You're single. You are invited. You're here, and you see the wife of this man serving you. pop-ups. Oh, she's attractive. Perhaps. Why are you not attracted by the wife of the guest, of the Balabite landlord? She's attractive. And few time in the dinner, you give a look. Did you do an action? I said, yes, this is action. Let's say don't move.
She cries.
Yeah. Or the daughter of someone. She's not married, so she's not waiting for a wedding. Or you think bad. Or you go out to see, or you go to a place. Oh wow, he had this amazing coat. You know, it was with
It was Gucci and
Gucci,
Louis Vuitton.
I want the same. Now I understand the craziness of our society of consumption. Consumers, because they build things like many things are the same. Like this, you see it someone, you desire it because you saw it in someone. But where is your own identity? Why do you need the same Nike shoes like you saw not on this playground? Why don't you bring yours? Because they want to build something behind all this. Not only to have many things, plenty of shefa, you know what? You know that you have 1 million. No. They have bad intention. They bring people to desire something from something they don't need. You're here, you watch your football match, publicity, advertisements. Oh, you see this amazing sandwich. Oh, I want this. Why do I want this? It comes from something you really need, or because you saw that man eating that. Some people say, I want this and also that girl on the car. Why? This is why I say, if you are building yourself to desire, you will have no limits. Because every time we find something, someone will tell you that this pleasure in that situation is higher. At the beginning, you start, you know what? Shalom, masturbation. Okay, afo. So you know what? Masturbation in public is high. You go in that level. You know what? Masturbation with another man is you got that level. No limit. No limit.
Like the thing is, for example, when you say the head, like think of an organizational structure. Like if the head is bad, automatically the whole down of the structure automatically bad. Even like, for example, they don't put the action out, but the action that they're gonna do is gonna reflect that machshava.
Exactly. I go in your direction. For sure, you're gonna see because that bad idea purpose in his mind, his behavior will start to be different. You will see with the Balabite. Just because I thought about that.
Really?
Of course, you're gonna see. Check. Hazesham. But if someone coming on your table start to have a look on something inappropriate, you will see that the behavior will change.
Like how? What kind? Like so I can watch out.
This is for personal discussion. You will say it. So be careful, desire, because you have no limits. You say, you know what? I did it with a woman. Okay. Then you know the pleasure is double. You have 2 women. Okay. Get 3. Okay. Get till when? No limit. Just I like to drink a little bit, now to feel like okay. You know what? Drink is nothing. Got some ganja. Okay. Ganja is for all people. Got some coke. Oh, okay. You stop. Everything is always getting more and more pleasure. Where's come from? Water.
Does the Ari specify that the problem begins once you start to entertain the thought? Because it's usually comes in from it comes from externally.
He said it here. He said that's why a real tzaddik have to keep his thoughts clean. So when he look at you, don't judge you because he see you like you are he don't start to have bad thought on you because he saw you doing something. Smash away, it's clean. This comes from understanding the design. So he said, that's why it's so hard. He says, you know what, you start with pleasure, you will finish, you will rob your friend and get a wife. Basically, say, what is the origin of mamzer? Not because the man loses his mind one night. Because from the very beginning, he's full of desire. He wants to satisfy the desire. And we know the truth, but we have a lot of mamzer.
The mamzer is the one committing the action or the baby that comes out of it?
Baby. What are you doing? Second things coming out from the desire, jealousy, kina. Jealousy. You know what? Kina, you can never have your kina from about your friend. I share low mamon ra because they have more. Yes, how is it possible? That's why we talk about that last week. How many you make per year? What you asking me? Because if you ask me, I know that from my answer will be the jealousy. Of course.
Okay. So this is why people don't discuss money with other people. I see now.
That's why we have things. I like how Benjamin, because Benjamin is not about American people. Is anti-American culture. This one is the most anti, because I know from where it comes. Because good see, in America, you say that, show what you have. Talk about money free.
All out.
No, go say, I mean 1 billion. You say, okay. But what's happened? When you say that, you bring people to have
Jealousy.
no. That's why in the society where, let's say, people have, every society, they have one problem here. Even all of us have a problem here. We can have, I will say it after. Let's say what's happened with, for example, French people don't talk about money. If with a French, you ask him how many he make per year, you take a knife, you did that. He will not call you, will not be your friend at all. Don't talk about money with French people. If you want to stay friends with them, don't talk.
I have one expression in French. I don't know, it's salopard.
What is this?
You trust in that.
Salope, c'est.
Salopard.
Salopard, ouais.
It's been like
It's hard to explain, like, you know?
it's like a man is really, I said it.
I know in Spanish,
sounds like-
malparillo, you know?
It sounds like something in philosophy, like solipsism, which a person thinks he's the only person that exists in the world.
Yeah, in the way, but when they say it to you, it's when you're really, how can I say that? Man? I don't know the word.
It's hard to say. It's like, I know in Spanish, but I don't know.
Let's tell you. I think that Google will make a good work. That's kind of what you know how to translate.
Dude, you brought us into problem now. With the word.
Yeah, it's better not to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
C'est quoi le mot en anglais?
You see? Ah,
It has a technical
I
genealogical
know how to say it in
definition.
Spanish. Oh, bâtard.
It's not necessarily a bad word.
yeah.
It's just a
that's
child
just,
born out of wedlock. It's like a
this.
mamzer.
Yes. So that movie said, and the kina, you will be jealous. And the last yesod, so here we say it's desire. And the last yesod is afar. What is afar? You will be depressed, sadness. Sad. Why are you sad? Riz Rabbi Nachman came to fix that. Sadness, why? In all the aspect of sadness. You don't have sadness? I love sadness. Why? Because, why? He said, and he said he has only one extension, to be lazy to make Torah and mitzvot. So what does it mean? He said, He don't want to make Torah because he's sad. Why is he sad? It's so because success is not here. Everything he start to do falls. And don't accept that state of being a loser. For him, he's a loser. All the things he tried to do, to create, to settle, they don't work. And this bring him to feel sad. And because he's not so crazy like the anger man, he don't want to be a rebel in front of God. So he said, like, you know what? I will not put that feeling. I guess you will say I'm not happy. Second reason why, because Allah is Abayim Alav. And then Samia is not happy of all the sufferings coming to him. He's suffering too much. So why this happened to me? He's not happy. So what he do, becomes sad. How is he incarnating this sadness? Stop doing Torah. This, you have to see the story in two aspects because you will have every kind of student. If your student is a Jewish from birth, it's easier. You can pass this time because you don't choose to become Jewish, and you can get it.
Do we have another chair?
Yeah.
We're gonna be here for about 20 minutes.
Give it some water. Some water. Water. Mine.
I didn't say that. I'm good.
I'm also.
So what he's saying, if it's from birth, it's easy. What's happened?
From birth or Jewish from birth?
He's from birth.
Okay.
What does it mean? He's sad because of he suffered too much. Success is not here. He's sad. He stopped to make Torah. So you know what? I'm bored with Torah. God, Chazé Shalom, don't serve me. Don't serve me for nothing. The problem is if that guy is a convert. If he stopped to make mitzvot, what does it mean? That the conversion was problematic. If you convert because you don't have success, or because he's in the position of saying that, you know what, I don't afford all the bad things which are happening to me, and he stopped to put tefillin, tzitzit, Shabbat. He stopped to do that. Be careful. If you have a born student, one of them following that situation, be careful. Why? Because the conversion have a problem here. Be careful. Why? Because if you start to speak, you bring problem on the bed, didn't convert him. It's not in work again. And when you're gonna be beside there, try to talk about, you know what? Go maybe on the conversion, like go with the Haredim. They're standing, try to find him a shidur with a woman Haredia who tell him, you know what? To be sure, go again. Help him. Because if he's ready to stop all the mitzvot because of suffering, we have problem here. So what are the situation here? Here is Nefesh HaSichli needs your body to make kiyum mitzvot. But between them you have Nefesh HaYesodi. So if you don't fix your midot ra'ot, your mitzvot are
zero.
This is Al-Pisot. We are in the opposite of the Hasidut. So you say, no matter, go on the beach, get him, put in the tefillin. We say, be careful. Why? Look now what they say. Nimsa ki avot kol hamidot haraot em arba. So we have four fathers for midot haraot. הגאווה והכעס ונכלל ומתדבק עימה. So גאווה and כעס. שיחה בטלה. תאוות התענוגים והתעצבות. וארבעתם נמשכות מארבע קליפות היצר הרע שיש בה נפש היסודי. והפכתם. So now one you want to fix. So like we said, this book, all this book is resumed in 2 pages in the last part of Etz Chaim. In that book, he said, you want to fix that, you have to bring 4 midot tovot. You have to bring them. What are them? First midat tova, ענווה. humbleness. ענווה בתכלית השפלות מתרחק מכל מיני כעס. Don't let even 0.0001% of chaos come in. Because if you do that, we do have problem. What happens with your mitzvot, what to do? Anava. Second one, he said, shtika. Don't talk too much. Don't talk. People want to talk, to say what they think. Yes, but you, you're there to talk. You can see people saying crazy things. You know what? Let them talk. Let them talk. Stika. Keilem lo iftar piv be levad be esek Torah. Rabbi Chaim Vital is on. He said, you open your mouth on what? Esek Torah, mitzvot, and really, if it's necessary, for the things you are connected to the goof. Let's say your wife comes and say, what do you want to eat on Shabbat? She will slap you. So open your mouth. No, you know what? Make the fish like you like it. It's really okay for me. But most of the time, don't talk. Even when it starts to boil. At the beginning, it's hard to walk in the middle. Seeing that something boiling, just stand up, go walk 5 minutes, come back. Break it down. Don't think that because you will respond back that you are a man. No, you're trapped in the clipper. So you're a woman. Because real men, they do have the tzelem on the head. They have olam haba. You fall in your midot ha'or, what's happened? The tzaddik inside of you goes, the lamed men enter inside to help you. But now you don't have olam haba. See? And after he said, what's happened now? Okay. והמיעוט בכל תענוגים. הגוף הוא מותריו ומאוחרים. Say, bring down the pleasure. If on Shabbat you are used to kill 2 plates, kill 1. And one day, in 10 1 you're going to kill half 1. Slowly. Don't think that you have to change straight. Slowly, but bring down. Even if it's permit, go down. That's why you say you have 2 different. About the Parashat Bereshit in Shar Mitzvot. Talk about the Yichud. They say Am Haaretz in the week after Chatzot. Am Haaretz. The tzaddik. When do you make a mitzvah ta'ona? Shabbat after Chatzot. You break it down. And if you're not Am Haaretz, you're worse than Am Haaretz, what happened? Chaz v'shalom. Every time. But be clever, guys. When you're going to have your students, when you're going to prepare some of your students for the wedding, don't say, this is like this. Slowly. Because the first week of wedding, he will not be able to handle like this. Don't bring him to feel guilty. Just always use that sentence, this is the purpose. You have information to know what is the purpose.
Right.
After, build your wife and family slowly to that level. Yeah.
What does that mean when a person, every time Shabbat hits, his appetite is just cut? He's just eating just for the mitzvah itself. His appetite is just cut. He feels full. His appetite is just cut.
It's too specific. You cannot open it like now. But you have to keep in mind that at least you have the mitzvah to eat and to drink on Shabbat. It's a mitzvah.
Yeah.
So if you don't have appetite, yes. Rabbi Chaim said that even this one who achieve the highest of the highest, they are the level where they talk, they just chew, they swallow the meats, the joys of the food, and after they spit on that. Even that, we need you to eat. So eat. After what does it mean? We're going to talk in private. So I said, now what's happened? Simcha. Last thing, simcha, to fix the sadness. What is simcha? Not to be a smiley man every time. We have been taught in Bethel, simcha is pnimi. Just example, you earn $1 million in lotto. Will you scream it in the street?
Obviously not.
Ah, shut up! You don't ask. Wow! What's happened? Keep it for you. Keep it for you. Don't express too much. Simchat Midi. And he said, you have always to be happy. How you bring it to be happy? No matter what's happened to you, things are to be hard. This job is hard. This job is hard. This place is hard. Take it easy. This is so important. Why? Because it helps you to keep your tzaddik inside of you. Let's finish. As I said, וגם לזרז בעצמו בתכלית השמחה ועבודת קונו. So when you serve God, serve Him like a servant who is happy of his work. Don't be like, oh, mincha, what is this? Even if it's hard, sometimes you take it, it's hard, Israel, what's up with you? Take it easy, be happy. Even if you will give 1 hour to read the Chok Israel, what's the problem? It will not disturb you. It will not bring damage to you. Okay. Now we finish that. Let's conclude. Now the Rashash here in the Etz Chaim is changed some aspects. We're not entering the technical aspect because it's too clear. Let's say, you know what, something. He said, if I think it's here. Sorry. He said it here and it's here. I'll keep it here. He said, Bedinza, you can go in. Let's see. I'll be sure you are right. Let's read it from here. It's the same text, but you can compare. והנה, the last chapter, paragraph. והנה, תכלית הכל צריך להיזהר מאוד, להכניע ולהסיר ולהפחיד צד הרע דמלבוש דקוטנות אור. You see? Here. והנה, תכלית הכל צריך להיזהר מאוד, להכניע ולהסיר ולהפחיד צד הרע דמלבוש דקוטנות אור. You see אור with עין. So here, קוטנות אור is נפש היסודי.
Unfixed.
Huh?
Unfixed.
Unfixed. Keep in mind, like this, we'll know how to switch between different books. If you go in the Ramak, you see Nefesh Yesodi, you go in Rashash, you see Nefesh, you see Kutnet Or with Ain. You understand it's the same. Here, Rabbi Chaim Vital, he called it Nefesh Yesodi. He said, Rashash said, he called it Kutnet Or. Now you understand this Kutnet Or. This Kutnet Or. Yes. Parashat Bereshit.
Shana Rishona.
Bereshit, what is saying?
There's equipment that's made from there's equipment that's
yes, but how is it we incarnate now?
Huh? Oh, tzitzit.
Thank you. What does it mean when this? He said, first of all, take away from this place, could not all the klipa noga shehem taryag evarim dedmut haraot aniska ki em kashim min haverot. He said because it's worse than to make sins. To have bad midot, it's worse. Kashim min averot. Atzman, meod. Yeah. If you weren't sure, the language not so clear. He's telling you, meod. If you like bir tzadatov, make them stronger. Silence, happiness, no passion, no running after passion, no gas, no gava. Tzadatov de malbush da diska, she'em taryag evarim de dmut de atovot yan em. Tig, the kiss, the moshav, they could not all. See why? Because they are a bag, a place of sitting, and a house, and a chair for the could not all with Aleph, which is necessarily in our books. And they said, and Koah, Betayag Evarid, the Mabush, the Narnachai, they could not all, before the Kayem, they don't have, they, don't have Korah to make the Kayem mitzvah על ידי תרי"ג איברי הגוף, אם לא באמצעות תרי"ג איברי דמלכות דקוטנות אור. They need the קוטנות אור to make קיום מצווה. What we said. Now he's saying with other words. You have to know to jump here and here. And he said, מחובר לגוף, הנה, עניין זה נחלק לג' חלוקות, והראשונה היא, כי כל עוד שלא הפריד, no, let's say, 3 level, the 3 conclusion. First of all, עוד, כי כל עוד שלא הפריד הרע דקוטנות אור, every time he didn't fix the bad מידות basically, the רע of קוטנות אור, ממנו שהן מידות הרעות, זאת אומרת, מידות רעות, נמנעו לקיים התורה והמצוות באות ומתו. You making Torah mitzvot with your tuma.
Which is worse than not doing them at all.
Of course, you're mixing things. God want us to put kadosh, tameh, mutar, asur. Separate. You mix again. You're making a second tovera. You mix again. So now you know what? If you're a man like what will you teach you?
Standard.
You know what? I will do. This is Torah. I'm Jewish. God will take. No matter even if 1 hour before I give or someone I will do. So you know what? You like this? No problem. Do. If you do it, first of all your mitzvot are not Leshem Shamayim. If you continue to make mitzvot without working on your midot ra'ot. What is your definition? Like written in Mishlei, Nezem Za'av Be'af Chazir. You are gold ring on the nose of a pork. This is Tov Sheba Yisaf. You see? Nezem Za'av Be'af Chazir. So what brings power to people like this? We say, no, this is Tov Sheba Yisaf. This is our bad midot. You have your answer? And after they said, so if you have zchut, basically you fix your midot, your Torah is sam chaim. If you don't have zchut, Torah sam mavet. And the shenit, if you have strength, carry like a lamb. I like to say like ke'ari. Ke'ari. Ke'ari, techila, leilachem im yisro. What is saying? Fighting. Don't say that you have to win yet. Say you're fighting. Oh, Nathan, מה שלומך? והקוזן. כן, בוא. Tu comprends l'anglais? Tu veux t'asseoir ici? Ou tu vas devoir?
No, yeah, you said.
Ça, vas-y, tu prends mon stand-up. Give him a stand-up, I'm going to study. And he said, si tu n'as pas de lumière, tu peux rentrer. And he said, if now you're fighting, you're a fighter, you know what? I missed up this morning at 10, but at 11, I'm not changing my program, my plan. I fight. You give me, I give you. For people who made war, what you have the war, but you have battles. So you have 1 year of war, but the battle of the Tivot, we lost it. But we won the battle of Tel Aviv, but we lost the battle of that. We lost the battle of, okay. You have the battle. So every time you lose a battle, don't give up. Stand up and fight. So this is, we call you lion. You say, no, what? I declare a declaration of war, Mr. Yetzirah. Here is. You will beat me, but I'll win some battle. If you make one day, you didn't make worse things. You won. You won. You won. Ça va? You won. So you get the battle. And he said, להילחם עם יצחו, להביע מעליו מידות רעות. So what is the Father saying? I don't want to be a bad man. I want to be a good man. And he said, midot ra'ot, ve'yekayem Torah. So in the same time, you're fighting. You say, I don't want to be a bad man. I want to be a good man. Okay? So after that, at the same moment, you make your feeling, make your talit, make your tefillot, make everything. He said, the Torah mitzvot, az yikra tzadik gamur. Thank you. Tzadik gamur.
Oh, we can lose a battle. And still
You say, what's tzadik gamur? Over movement, they say everything. They say, you cannot be tzadik gamur, only the admur can be tzadik gamur. Right?
Essential.
He's saying the opposite. Say, you fight, you lose, you win, you lose, you win, you lose, you win. It's not the best, but you're a fighter. At the same time, you say, I don't want to be a man with anger, with desire, with passion, it's talking about nothing, with sadness. I'll lose, I win. You do that, and you, at the same time, you keep your Torah. Say, you are the tzaddik gamur. After I said last point, and we finish. Shlishit, third level. Im yitchazek od. Now you become stronger and stronger. ויתמיד להתנהג בזה עד שיוטבעו בו המידות הטובות. Say, you move, you fight, and secret to bring inside of your nature all the good midot. It means that to be a good man is not a problem for you. You don't have to work not to be angry. No problem. Thank you. It's easy. Don't fight. It's your nature. And he said, if you succeed to do that, it means that you don't have any person of midot ra'ot. This is the secret of the pasuk. Sha'al na'alecha meraglecha. Take off your shoes from your feet. What does it mean? Yes, but what's the secret behind?
Moshe.
Yes, this is Moshe. But what's the secret behind? We said that the derech to the Geinom ze raglaim. So when we put shoes, what we say? That my shoes will help me not to fall. So we put shoes. We don't want to give too much power to the klipa to swallow a tzaddik. But no, don't worry. Take off your shoes. Walk in the temple with your feet. You're fixed. The Tzara is not taking you. Tzaddik is sending you souls. Help them. That's why you can now walk. Now, if you're not fixed, my advice is keep your shoes. Keep your shoes. And after said, as is the care. So now you become so fixed. Malbush de could not all. You succeed to fix the nefesh yesodi, the could not all with ayin. And what happened? Veitaper li could not or. So this is the answer from what's the name? Rabbi David Rahman. He said, so now you are good midot. What's happened? All this disappear. And everything will be called just could not or with Aleph.
So based on that, does that mean he doesn't have no Yisodot? I mean, comment ça s'appelle encore Nefesh Yisodot?
C'est fini. The Nefesh disappear, become one. What is the stage?
Son Hitzadi.
Adam is for the seed. Olam haba in olam hazeh. When the angel comes, they say, you want to drink something? Look, there's some wine. Here's a good meat like you like. What does it mean?
So based on this, the Nefesh Yisodot is what
Yisodi
is what we call Yitzhara.
Thank
You is the base.
Yeah. So now they say, now let's finish. He said, l'écoute notre or, v'yitafer l'écoute notre or. ואז יאיר נר נחי. So all the nar nachai, the mokrin of the tzelem. You see? The tzelem or tzelem is lighting. The malbush, the nar nachai, l'écoute notre or. Everything is perfect. להתלבש בו, what's happened now? All the Havaya come inside of you. And what you will be? כיסא קדוש ומחכבתו יתברך. ואבות, they say, what this stage is the stage of the Avot. Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. They achieve that level. They achieve, that's why God said they are not in the cut. They are out. So, achieve. Avot, הם מרכבה. ואז הוא שלם בכל מיני שלמות. You are complete of all the things need to be complete. ונקרא חסיד גמור. This is the purpose, guy. If you go to Bethel, what is written on the top? Yeshivat Chasidei Bethel. So if you think you're there to become Tzaddik Gamur, you Chasidei Bethel. So what does it mean, Chasidei? It means that in your nature, you have to have your nature. And after said, חסיד גמור, אוהב, אהוב את המקום, loved and beloved by the מקום, עובד את השם באהבה, serving God with love, say now, like he said here, שים עיניך בדברים האלו, put your eyes on this, ותצליחה בדרכך. He's not telling us dream here. He's telling you, do what I'm telling you, you're going to get it. Don't think that it's hard to get. It's hard to get, but what you really want, and one condition you accept to do what people are giving to you according to the Masoret, don't worry, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. If I see all that Chaim, they're that page. But don't take it off. It's a purpose. It's a purpose. And now, see what he's saying. והנה, אין אדם אשר לא יחטא. Every man makes sense, right? ועל ידי כך יושלט עליו אותו ארבע קליפות. Because of the sin you are doing, the 4 קליפות are for kind of domination. ומפשיטים מעליו לבוש הקדושה לדרמה חי. So what I'm telling you that, because this is the way to bring it down is to be rooted in the 2 brachot here. After the 2 brachot here, מלביש ערמומים, ונותן מעף כוח. So every morning you're supposed to get this. Which you can look for. How do you build it? Thank you. You get it?
But even when you put the tzitzit, like you don't just put the tzitzit, you have to think of the Shem Kozo.
Exactly, but the beginning of everything, Kiryat Shema Shel Amida. So to finish, here's the secret. All the things we have seen about the tzaddik, Noah, Moshe, Shmuel, and we see that Rasha can be more and more Rasha, losing the inner neshama, going the klipa, and the makif going inside, going the klipa. How can you avoid that situation? It's simple. No segulot, no, I don't know why, just kind. Midot tovot. If you have midot tovot, you will see that God will protect you from the sin. Midot tovot. Midot tovot. See everybody with a good heart. Don't judge. Don't bring yourself to live situation where you're gonna midot tovot. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.
It's been a long time.
Shar Kedusha said you need to put on war with an iron to be
Rabbi Pinchas.
and yet the whole tachlis is to it's like the it's like the illness is it's so simple, beautiful.
Maybe
And that's the Yetzer Hara. We need the when I first came, one of the first things of the week he showed us was we talked about the Yetzer Hara and that's when it said in Ben Ish Chai, basically came out like we need the Yetzer Hara to do the You need that. I was going to tell you you get rid of the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara is your enemy. I mean, the only way that I can see this, my side, is like in the beginning of Avoda, you like trick yourself. You're like, well, if I do the right thing, people will like me, right? So it's like the seeking after honor, you like bend it to do the right thing. Oh, but this is going to give me pleasure. I mean, I can get pleasure that way, but this is pleasure and it's eternal, right? And you like trick it. So you're like still going after those things, but to the right things. And then Rabbi Morgenstern talks a lot about like a Maisa lead time. So it's like you eventually reach a stage where you don't feel it anymore. And that he's saying that's a higher level than when you're doing something and you feel the Dvekus and connection. Why? Because the feeling of the Dvekus and the connection and the feeling of the that's like the driving the Yetzer Hara. And then you get to the point where you don't feel anything, but you're still doing it, and that's like totally lishma. Because there's no bribery in that. You don't feel it. You don't feel the geschmack, but you're like, I'm doing this. And if you can still say, I think you have to be a simcha. You just go, oh, I can't feel it. But so.
My friend was just telling me this morning, I learned my friend in the morning. He was saying he went to a friend's house for Shabbat meal. The wife of his friend she just my friend's 31. So they're like, okay, are you ready to get married? How'd it go? He's like, no, I'm too old. I don't think I'm gonna get married. She's like, I'll set you up with some girls. It's like, the whole thing. He's like, no, it's okay. I'm too old. I don't want to get married. I'm just, I'm okay. It's like they get like emotionally triggered. And the husband goes, okay, so you're ready to, that means you're ready to get married with Shem Shamayim.
Yeah, and I thought that was coming. It was like, oh, you don't want to get married? You're ready. You're ready.
From the morning to night. I have a friend group in the morning. After from 10, they can arrive, we do office time together, progress, and then
English you have
in the morning I see do the French, and English we start around 11. The Sikara.
I'm sorry.
I was there with Marie 3 months ago. We were looking at possibly moving there. And then we're like on the edge. We're like, all right, let's do one more year in Jerusalem. Because I don't want to leave this learning. So we're trying to figure out. We'll probably eventually get up there. I don't know, maybe Star, maybe like even like the Star. Marie wants to have a farm. A chiller life. We still need a fire for like another couple years. You're moving. You're up there. You're busy, or you're
no,
making the transition.
I'm trying to make sure everything's taken care of.
See, so there's not the shot.
Maybe with
You're right, I get you.
I'm not even gonna try.
living there, like I can see that as a residential area. Like that right now, maybe I might need to take care of some things. I don't know. You guys are right.
I'm not really learning that anymore. I can take it home and learn it at home, yeah? So we don't really have anything. You plan on learning it here?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I'm working on a new schedule. I think I will focus on Tikkun Zohar, on the Gmarot. And I was wondering that Utvuna, and I think yes, because read the basics. We need a book like this to build all the basics.
I have to get a second one and keep it at home. Or no, it's too big to fit back and forth.
Yeah.